Hey guys, welcome to another Path of Exile 2 video. In this video, we're going to be going over the #1 ice shot in the game. Let's get into it. So what I really want to know from you guys is what you guys think of the Rage Berserk tech. So I'll just quickly show you that you need Tekrid's Gaze, which gives you 1.5% maximum life per second, along with Perfect Rebirth Rune. Another Perfect Rebirth Rune in your boots to give you 2.5 maximum life per second. Vitality 2 to bring you to 4.5% life per second. Also having Chakra of Life, which gives you increased life recovery rate. With those combined, it's enough to mitigate the effects of the life loss for Berserk. As you can see, we are not losing any life. But as you can see, if I take off the boots, after a few seconds, the life is slowly starting to come down. Those boots back in, and you see that life is going up now. So that is what it takes to mitigate the life loss from Berserk. But then we get Berserk level 23 with this build, so we can see the damage difference. Without Berserk, we only have 165, 412. With Berserk, we have 208. Our snipe goes to 257. Without it, our snipe is only 204. It boosts the damage of all of our attacks, including our heralds. And so Berserk is a massive buff into all of our damage. So I really want to know what you guys think about that. I feel like it's a tech that should be heavily looked at for any bow build. Right now, it's my go-to. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So my thought process was to incorporate Rage into the build with some passive skills, but not to get too heavily involved to the point where it envelops the entire build. I just wanted it as an increased damage effect, not necessarily revolving around the entire build, but giving us a nice damage boost without too heavily influencing the rest of the build. In the Absent Amulet, Eternal Rage is paramount in keeping your rage max at 55 so that you're always getting the maximum damage boost. Alright guys, I had lots of divines to spend, so we've made it to the end game. I'm a level 97 Deadeye. I got 151 strength, 166 dexterity, and 124 intelligence, 67% evasion. All maxed resistances with extra. Got 57% chance to deflect with 40% damage prevented. 55 to maximum rage, and 55% movement speed, with 5 maximum frenzy charges. Okay guys, I don't think I've changed any of my incendiary skills since the last video, except I did set up Weapon Swap 2 for bossing, but we'll go through it all anyways. We got Thrilling Chase, Mirage Deadeye, and Gathering Winds as our incendiary skills. We branch down, we get Honed Instincts, Escape Velocity, we get our Heart of the Well Diamond, branch down, and we go up and get Feathered Fletching, Agonizing Calamity. We get our Time Lost Diamond right here, which gives us 25% increased effect of notable passives. Notable passives grant 10% critical damage bonus and 7% increased critical hit chance, plus 1 maximum rage. And we are influenced by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nodes. We get Fervor for increased maximum frenzy charges, Quick Fingers for surpassing chance to fire an additional arrow, crit nodes to push up our crit chance, and defensive nodes to help our defenses. We also get Chakra of Life to help mitigate the effects of Berserk with life recovery. Branch up, we get First Principle the Hollow, Thin Ice, and Heavy Frost, and we end off on this jewel slot here. So that is the jewel I'm currently using, 23% critical hit chance, 20% maximum energy shield, 31 critical damage bonus, and 3% maximum life on kill. We branch down and get Spectral Ward. We have our Megalomaniac Diamond with Trick Shot, Perpetual Freeze, and Subterfuge Mask. Subterfuge Mask for better defenses. Perpetual Freeze for freeze buildup and chill magnitude. Trick Shot for projectiles have 15% to chan and additional time from terrain. We get Killer Instinct for more attack damage. Evasion and Energy Shield node. Crashing Wave. Flow Like Water. Mindful Awareness. Step Like Mist. And we end off on Essence of the Mountain. We branch back down, we get this diamond slot here. We have critical hit chance for attacks, 21% increased attack damage, elemental damage, and increased magnitude of ailments you inflict. Branch over to this jewel slot and we get our Sinister Jewel here. And we go to our last jewel socket over here. It's attack damage, elemental damage, and increased damage against rare and unique enemies. We end off on Battle Trance for maximum rage. We have our 3 jewel slots over here. 1 allocated from Zarok's Gift. And 2 for the Voice Diamond. And we get a bunch of these jewels with increased damage with hits against rare and unique enemies to help our bossing. And that is the final iteration of the passive tree, guys, for Weapon Swap 1. So if you guys don't know, you have 24 points that you can deviate from Weapon Swap 1 into a Weapon Swap 2. We have used all of our Weapon Swap points. Okay, guys, for our Weapon Swap, we are taking out as many evasion and energy shield nodes as we can because we only use it when the boss is frozen, and so we don't really need defenses. And so we add it all to damage. So we have added True Strike for more critical hit chance. Material Solidification for increased effect of fully broken armor. Maiming Strike for 25% increased attack damage and chance to maim on hit. Master Fletching for increased bonuses from our Quiver. Giant Slayer for increased damage against rare unique enemies. And Swift Flight for increased physical and projectile speed to maximize our bossing damage. That brings our base snipe damage to 257,000, and that is all for the passive tree, guys. Okay, guys, let's get into the skills. We have our Mirage Deadeye with Ice Shot, Elemental Armament 2, Deliberation, Projectile Acceleration 3, and Cooldown Recovery 2. We got level 19 Eternal Rage. We got Ice Shot with Batir's Vengeance, which gives us gain 27% damage as cold damage for 15 seconds. Shock, which procs our Herald of Thunder. Rakietta's Flow, which helps us penetrate resistances. Breach Lord's Rift, which lets us break armor when we freeze an enemy. And Garaken's Resolve for increased critical hit chance. We have Snipe with Window of Opportunity 2, Perfection, Wriggle's Ferocity because it's on Weapon Set 2, Projectile Acceleration 3, and Stoicism 2 for maximum damage. We have Tornado Shot with Overabundance 2, Shock, Innervative, Embitter, and Ice Bite 2. Shock helps buff Innervative, and Embitter helps buff Ice Bite 2. And you can have Ice Bite 2 and Batir's Vengeance buffing at the exact same time for maximum increased cold damage. We have Freezing Mark with Charged Mark, Mark for Death, Cold Mastery, Mark of Siphoning 2, and Prolonged Duration 2. Mirage Archer with Tornado Shot, Magnified Area 2, Durability, Overabundance 2, and Prolonged Duration 2. Charge Regulation with Clarity 1. Combat Frenzy with Charge Perfusion 2 and Empowering Sparks 2. Wind Dancer with Shock, Freeze, Stun 2, Blind 2, and Magnified Area 2. Herald of Thunder, Elemental Focus, Elemental Armament 2, Pinpoint Critical, Lightning Mastery, and Magnified Area 2. Herald of Ice, Elemental Focus, Elemental Armament 2, Pinpoint Critical, Cold Mastery, and Verona Siege. And Berserk with Vitality 2, Diala's Desire, and Uhtred's Augury. Okay, guys, we'll just quickly get into the gear. So I have my same old bow with surpassing chance to fire an additional arrow, 4.96 to critical hit chance, and +2 level to all attack skills. I use +15 to extra spirit to push up my spirit so that I can use all my skills. Well, I also use bow attacks, fire an additional arrow. We have our tiara here with energy shield and triple resists. We allocate Zarok's Gift for an extra jewel slot, and then we give ourselves 4 maximum rage. Soul Core Ferocity to push our damage up. We use our Absent Amulet that allocates Inescapable Cold and gives us level 19 Eternal Rage. +3 to all projectile skills, spirit, resistances, and defenses. We have our Cadiro's Gamut with increased damage and projectiles have chance to chain in additional time. Unset Ring. Our other unset ring over here. We have our Sleek Jacket, which gives us triple resist and spirit We socket it with Legacy of the Foxshade for increase in movement, speed, and evasion. Techrid's Gaze and a Perfect Rebirth Rune to push our life recovery up to mitigate the effects of Berserk. We also have these boots that are evasion and energy shield with double resistant deflection. We use a movement speed rune and another Perfect Rebirth Rune for added maximum life per second. And our Headhunter Heavy Belt, 40 strength, 41 dex, Runeforge War Wraps with lots of good mods there. We've got our new Perfect Life Flask and Perfect Mana Flask. We use Spirit of the Primate for increased freeze buildup, and Dowsing Charm and Thawing Charm. Weapon set 2, guys. We just lock our bow into place for weapon set 2. So we're using our same bow with a different quiver. Now we have our old quiver, which we had triple crit, +1 projectile skills, projectile speed, and cold damage. And we use that for our snipe skill because it adds just a little bit more damage, so we switch to that. That is the total gear, guys, and that is all. And that's it, guys. That's the final ice shop build. The #1 ice shop build in the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.